guys, it's Hope. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today's video is in collaboration with Jocelyn Claire. I have talked about her quite a few times on my channel in the last couple months. I recently discovered her around the beginning of 2019, I think, and I absolutely love her videos. I think she's so realistic. I think she just puts out great, unique, different content. Today, I am going to be recreating just a look that she had on one of her recent videos. This video was over a month ago. It'll be like a month and a half ago by the time you're seeing this. It is her My Beauty Budget, a low buy update, February 2019. I'll link that video down below so you can see the eye look. It's just a really pretty, just natural, like light pink wash with a nice pretty shimmer on the lid. It is a little bit, she does have a little bit of a liner. It's like the tiniest wing, so I'm gonna try it. You guys know I don't do liner like ever because first of all it takes me so long, and second of all I just don't love how I look with eyeliner, so I just never do it. So I do have my face makeup on because I did film a video previously to this, but I have foundation, concealer, powder, brows, and that is it. So if you have not checked out Jocelyn's channel, be sure to check her channel out. I'll link her down in the description box, her channel and the video that I'm recreating, or the look. If you're new from Jocelyn's channel, hi, my name is Hope. I do post beauty, lifestyle. I tried to go a little more lifestyle, but I'm still kind of in my ways with beauty videos, so I like to kind of be more of an old-fashioned YouTuber. I'm not always up on the new trend makeup. I'm not really a big review person, but more just kind of chatty, laid back. Say hi down in the comments if you came from Jocelyn's channel. I would love to chat with you. I love responding to comments, and let's get going. This eye look is giving me hardcore modern renaissance vibes, and you guys, I haven't used my modern renaissance palette in forever. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with my Covergirl Lid Lockup Primer. I love this eyeshadow primer so much. I do have a little concealer on my eyes, but we're just gonna put this on top. This is just a nice sticky primer. If you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know this, but if you aren't new, you would know this, probably, that I always use eyeshadow primer. I don't really use concealer as eyeshadow primer. I have somewhat oily, well, pretty oily eyelids. If I don't use like powder to set it or anything, they get pretty oily throughout the day. So, especially with eyeshadow, I always use a primer, and I really like this CoverGirl one because it's sticky and it's a little bit different. It's not really it's not like a MAC paint pot or anything, but because it doesn't have a lot of coverage, so that's why that's a little bit of a downside, but if I just use a little powder, it'll do its job. So here's my modern renaissance palette. I used to be into collecting eyeshadows palettes, and honestly, ever since I got my Jaclyn Hill palette, I saw somebody tweet this to her the other day, and I was like, that is so me. Ever since you get that Jaclyn Hill palette, you just don't feel the need to buy anything else because it literally has all the shades, and if it doesn't, I have another palette in my collection that does. So I could do an updated eyeshadow palette collection. I did do one like last year. It's probably almost a year ago already. I have decluttered a lot since then, but I do like Anastasia's formula. It is a little bit more powdery and soft. It's kind of like Loreal's formula. Actually, Loreal's is more silky, but this is still pretty powdery and soft. I'm going to start with Buon Fresco. I never know how to say it. I like this shade. It's like this light purple. And I'm going to tap my brush off just because of how powdery it is. And I'm just going to throw this in the crease. I don't know if this is what she's wearing. I'm just kind of recreating it with what I have. And, I mean, maybe it says it in the video. I watched this video like a while ago, but I just was looking for looks today and decided to do this one. I'm going to take just a little bit of warm taupe. It just looks like it has a little bit of a grayish look to it. Not a lot, but just a little bit. I like this shade too. I like cool tone eyeshadows. I've always liked cool tone on me. Warm tone was in for a while, and I mean, I will wear warm tones, but I feel like cool tones and like purples. I wear a lot of purples in my eyes, so that's kind of why I chose this one. I'm just going to take the tiniest bit of Venetian red. It's pigmented, just a little bit, just to add just a little more of a pop of color, but that's it. Just kind of in the outer part of my eye. Sorry, I'm looking down with my mirrors over here. I'm going to go back and do a little bit more of that warm taupe shade just to make it a little more neutral. Do you guys do your eyes or your face first? I always do my face first. Unless I'm like, my purpose of my makeup for the day is to like create a really cool eye look and spend like 4 hours on it. Which there are days that I do just do that and then I wash it off in like an hour. Usually I do my face first. Okay. And since I really don't like the shimmer shades in this palette, I just think they're just really powdery and like, let me just put a little bit on to show you. Like they're pretty if you want like a super natural look, but it's like not a lot, and it looks like she has quite a bit of, she's got a little more of a sheen on her eyes. So I'm going to take old throwback L'Oreal Single Shadows, Amber Rush and Ice Latte. I used to be obsessed with these. I still am. They're like the greatest. I mean, the drugstore is doing really well with eyeshadows and they're coming out with a lot of good stuff, but I've used this thing forever and it's like hardly even indented. But it's got a little bit more of a sheen to it, so I'm just going to add that with my finger. But it is like one of the greatest shimmery, intense shadows. And then I'm just going to take, this is an Amber Rush, by the way. It's like a pretty rose gold. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of Ice Latte, which is like a pearly white. Mine's like falling apart for some reason. And just stick a little bit of this kind of in the center and over top. It's a really icy shade. This used to be like my jam. Like it would just be like what I would wear on my lid. And this is what we're looking like. Looks pretty similar. I am just going to take the brush that I used to set my eye with that matte shade. I didn't even tell you what it was. I used Tempera originally to set my eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna take this Revlon Colorstay Liquid Eyeliner. It looks like she doesn't do a lot in the inner. Oh man, I drank coffee today, so now I'm gonna be shaky. I'm gonna get really close to my mirror, so I might have to cut a lot of this out, but I'm just gonna line my eyes. I don't love this liquid eyeliner, but the only ones I have in my collection are this one and the NYX Epic Ink. This one right here is the Revlon one, and the one right next to it is the NYX one, and the NYX one is bleeding. I'm gonna clean up my wing and I'll be back. Okay, 25 years later, I am back. I finished my liner. I did take a little bit, just like, I'm not kidding you, like the tiniest bit of the Essence Gel Liner on top just to kind of smooth everything out. I also used the Essence Lash Princess Mascara on the top and the bottom lashes. I'm gonna do my bronzer and blush, and then I'll do my illuminating spray. So she doesn't look like she's wearing a lot of bronzer. She likes, I think her eyes are a little bit more for emphasis in her videos, and her face is a little more neutral. It looks like she's just wearing like glowy makeup. I'm just gonna take my Catrice Sunlover Glow Bronzer. This is just like a really pretty one. I just like so light, like hardly anything on my brush, just a little bit, just to add a little color, but like honestly like hardly visible, just a little bit of dimension. LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in Just Playful. These are beautiful blushes. It reminds me a lot of my eye look, like it looks really similar. So I'm just going to take it on my Real Techniques brush. These are very pigmented, so I'm going to tap it off. I'm going to like brush some off on my hand. I don't want a lot. I'm not a blush person, and I just think that it looks really pretty because it's just a slightest hint of color, like I'm just feeling a little flushed or something. And then I am going to spray my face, but actually I'm going to use my Mario Badescu spray. So I'm just going to spray my brush with, or my sponge with this, and just kind of press it in just to give me a little bit more illumination, moisture in the skin, especially my forehead. It's also like I'm like redampening my sponge too, even though it doesn't really need it. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take my Smashbox Spotlight Palette. It just kind of looks like her skin is like nice and healthy and illuminated. And this is like a really pretty highlight because it's not too intense, but it still gives you some color. I'm going to mix the first two. This is the one that I have originally bought. I have another one in backup too. I never use this one. It has more shimmer in it. But it's just so pretty. It's just pretty. Just some like glowiness. I love a good dewy looking skin. Tastes like rose. This is the Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipstick in Chihuahua. I've worn this one a lot before too on my channel. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love how it looks. I think it turned out great. It's so pretty. It's so natural. It's such a, besides the wing liner, it would be like a classic Hope everyday look. Maybe not like, okay, I have a difference between my everyday looks. My everyday looks for like school is like foundation, concealer, mascara, brows. That's pretty much it. A little highlighter. But like if I were to like do like a full face natural everyday look, this is what it would be, and I love it. I don't ever like just I don't know, like something simple on the eyes I really like. I'm either no eyeshadow or I go kind of all out, and I like the in-between. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are from my channel, go check out Jocelyn's channel. Let her know I sent you. And if you are from Jocelyn's channel, please let me know Jocelyn sent you down in the comments. I'd love to have a chat with you guys. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!